Day 2 in Nizwa. I'm on my way to a village in the mountains. On the road I saw some ancient ruins, and these belong to a citadel, an oasis citadel called Bahla. There should be a fortress up ahead, but apparently these walls go on for about 13 kilometers. So maybe we'll see more of them as I drive up. Whoop. Assalamu alaikum. So originally I had this hotel booked, but because I got stuck in the desert, I had to cancel the day before yesterday. I had to tell them I can't come, I'm trapped. And they were nice enough to cancel it for free. They didn't charge me anything, but it would have been an interesting place to stay, I think. You can hear that this guest house is here by the sound of the vacuum cleaning. Ruins the ambience a little bit. Okay, that's better. I'm in a village called Misfah on the mountains, about 60-70 kilometers outside of Nizwa, and it's an oasis village, as you can see by all of the greenery. Now the irrigation systems here are called afalaj, and they're so unique that they're listed by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. You can see one of the empty channels here, and you'll see them all around Misfah, some with water, some not, and they block them off with rocks and cloth like this, so I guess they can kind of turn the water on and off when they need to. But here you'll see date palms, bananas, there's a banana here, all of these palm trees that you see, well, all around Nizwa are date palms. It's quite a different feeling from the mountains around. The mountains around the area are like the moon. They're very dry, very arid. So there's a lot of hiking routes from here. You can see signs painted on the walls which show you, well, like this. So you can go hiking in the mountains around here, which I wouldn't mind doing, but I'm wearing my dish dash or my kandora today, and actually they kind of limit you in terms of mobility. You can't run in this. You can't your legs don't have enough mobility or range of motion. So for today, I'm just gonna take a walk around. That's my excuse anyway. The view from the coffee shop here is pretty epic. You can see like how arid the mountains are around. And then suddenly you see lots of trees. So on the way down from the mountain from Misfah, there's another village or another oasis called Hamra, which I'm trying to find just now. You can see that it's some kind of old settlement because of the walls. But to be honest, like, you see this all over, like these mud walls, like you see them everywhere. So it's not particularly unusual to see this kind of thing. But it could be a good sign that we're near the village. So Hamra seems to be a bit different from Misfah. I don't see any tourists or any people for that matter. It's normal that there's no many people because between around 1 and 4 they're resting, they stay indoors generally. But no foreigners, no tourists. Just an abandoned village. Look at this frog. Frog with a baby frog. I have to say, I much prefer this kind of village. You feel like you're actually exploring. And you don't hear the sounds of people vacuuming or renovation. I wonder what this writing is on the door. And it's I don't know why, but there's a Mitsubishi logo on this door. Still staff. People living here. Music book. Is there a date on this? Let me see. I wonder how old this is. The cover is... So I think these books are from 1999. I think that's the date there, 1999, and this will be some just school book with a picture of the Sultan on it. Math book probably. I wonder if it came from this house. Yeah. So this is somebody's living room, or was somebody's living room. I'm gonna guess until about 20 years ago. The ones with the metal doors were obviously abandoned not so long ago. somebody's been here already. Let's see. Inside a house, I think. It looks like somebody might live up there. They have a satellite dish. This might be the only house I've seen that's inhabited. Well, it looks like it's inhabited in the village. Oh, there's some others up there at the top. Some construction material. Quite impressive for a building made of mud. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 stories. Which I think is about as high as you can get if a building is just made of mud. This might have someone still living here. One of the fun parts about these villages is trying to watch SUVs. Giant Toyota Land Cruisers come through the arches because they're very narrow. So now I'm here at Bahla Fort, or Bahla Fort, and I wasn't originally planning on coming here, but this morning as I was driving up to Misfah, I could see it from the side of the road, and the ruins extend for kilometers. Like, there's just ancient walls all around. So I thought, let's come and take a look. Looks quite impressive. So this fort is also, it's the only fort here that's a World Heritage Site, Bahla Fort. So hopefully it's good. If you look out in this direction, you see down here and around here, and basically almost as far as your eye can see, all of this area was once surrounded by a wall, and in some places the wall is still there. On the drive here you see it next to the road. And the fort is quite impressive. It might actually be bigger than the one in Nizwa. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. So if you're looking for a fort with less tourists, this might be it. Part of the fort is just built into the mountains, so you can just see the rocks stick up in the middle of the courtyard. So here is a cemetery. I'm not sure why it's in the middle of a fort, but that's what it says, that this is a cemetery, albeit a small one. If you look from here, you can see quite clearly the wall. Some of it's been restored and some of it hasn't. But if you look here, and then you can follow all the way up, and that bit there on the hill, that looks a bit like the Great Wall of China, and goes down like this. This is the ancient walls of the citadel. So all of this area here with the palm trees would have been encircled by this wall. And then the fort would have been here to protect the citadel. Just come out of the fort. Just come out of the fort. You can no doubt hear the call to prayer. It's 3:46. So it's almost like between the call to prayer at around 12:30 and the call to prayer now, people are resting. And now he's telling people, you know, come out. It's time to wake up. Or, you know, come out of your houses.